When you become a professional athlete, the first thing that comes to mind is the lavish lifestyle that you're about to live. However, that's not the case for some baseball players. KOMU8's Jack Washer is here in the studio to talk about one lawsuit that's looking to change professional baseball.
Yeah, well, most collegiate baseball players dream of one day making it to the major leagues. The minor leagues serve as the stepping stones to that dream, but the struggles to get there don't necessarily begin on the field, but really begin off the field. Garrett Brushhouse is done playing, but he's not done making an impact on pro baseball. He pitched for the Missouri Tigers in the early 2000s. He dreamed of making it to the big leagues, but quickly realized his time in the minors was difficult.
The standpoint of the type of training that you had, and also the living conditions, it was actually a step down for Mizzou.
He's now a lawyer in St. Louis, where he's part of a group trying to change Major League Baseball. His firm represents 3 players, including former Tigers Aaron Senni and Mike Liberto. They filed a class action suit against Major League Baseball for unfair wages and labor practices for minor leaguers. This is a 450-page document outlining the class action suit. As you can see, well, it's pretty lengthy. So I thought I'd simplify it. Crunching the numbers, the minimum a major leaguer makes in a season is $500,000. For a minor leaguer in low A ball, they make anywhere from $3,000 to $7,500, which if you look at it is below the federal poverty line of $11,490. According to the minor league baseball website, the maximum a low-level A ball player makes in a month is $1,100. For a minimum wage worker working 40 hours a week, they're actually making more than the minor league player.
They're struggling to just eat at Subway for lunch and just struggling to eat breakfast on an average morning.
This ball is crushed to left, and it's gone.
Mason Katz, who dominated at LSU last year, now he's just trying to make it month to month.
You know, we go back home for the off season with less money than we came here with.
You also have to take into account minor leaguers don't get paid overtime. Despite working 50 to 70 hours a week, they are only paid in the 5 months they play and aren't even paid for any extra training they do, even spring training. But how does one go about this? There's no minor league baseball union. Brushhouse says most players fear complaining.
When you're just one person, who are you supposed to complain to? It's very, very hard when you're a young player that's chasing a dream to really try to change that system as a current player.
And for players like Katz, the living situation for most players is a disaster.
Guys would pile 5, 6 guys into a 2-3 bedroom apartment and a lot of times be sleeping on air mattresses. Some of them sleep in living rooms of the apartments with no other real furniture in there. And that just didn't really make sense to me.
But some players may not agree with the current conditions, but certainly understand the opportunity in front of them.
When it all comes down to it, we're playing for the opportunity to one day make it, and that's why what we signed up for, I guess. I have a degree, and so in some respects, I probably could have gone out and gotten a job that would be making more money, without a doubt. But this is my passion. I mean, this is something that I love to do, and I've done it since I was 5 years old.
Brushhouse is trying to achieve small changes that will make a big difference.
Yeah, it would help us out in the off season, being able to focus on baseball so we can come here more prepared rather than, okay, I got to work a job all day and I got to go hit at 9, 10 o'clock at night just in order to stay fresh.
We aren't seeking to turn every minor leaguer into a millionaire here. We're just seeking that they comply with the same laws at McDonald's and same laws that Walmart are complying with, where they're just paying a minimum wage to these guys in overtime. So they aren't going to suddenly get rich. The minor leagues are still going to be a proving ground.
And this is really only in the planning stages. Brushhouse says this could take years before anything substantial happens.